All right, let's get right into it. We are going to break down step by step how you can actually make money online, even if you're starting with absolutely nothing. This is a no-fluff guide, just the stuff that works.
Listen, if you have $0 in your bank account right now, no special skills to speak of, and zero experience, this might be the most important thing you watch all year. So please, pay close attention.
So, what holds most people back? It's this one huge trap. It's the belief that you need money to make money. And I'm telling you, that one idea is exactly why so many people stay stuck right where they are.
But you know what? We're going to shatter that belief today, right now. I'm going to walk you through the exact system to make your first $1,000 online. And yeah, we're starting from absolute zero.
Okay, step 1. It's all about picking a simple skill, and I can't stress that enough. The key word here is simple. You do not need to be some kind of expert to get started. Not at all.
I mean, we're talking about stuff people are already paying for every single day, like writing captions for social media, or making simple graphics with free tools like Canva, or even just doing some basic video editing for short clips. Heck, you can even get paid just to do online research for a busy business owner.
And here's the best part, right? You don't need to spend months locked away in some course. You can get good enough to get paid in just 3 to 7 days. That's it, a week of focused effort.
All right, step 2. This is key. Once you've got that skill, you need to go where the money already is. You don't create the party, you go to the party. And that means using free platforms.
So think of places like freelance sites, social media groups where businesses are hanging out, or online forums for your skill. Oh, and here's a little pro tip for you. If you want a site like Upwork, don't just send a boring text proposal. Record a quick 30-second video saying, hey, I saw your problem and here's how I'd solve it. You'll stand out instantly.
Okay, pay attention, because this next part is critical. This is where almost everybody messes up, and making this one mistake could cost you months of just spinning your wheels.
The big secret is this: you do not build a fancy website. You do not spend a single penny on ads. You simply tap into the flood of traffic that already exists on these platforms. It's about leverage, not building from scratch.
All right, moving on to step 3. And guys, this is the secret sauce. I call it the $0 offer strategy. This is how you're going to land that all-important first client, and you're going to do it fast.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That's great, but how in the world do I get someone to hire me when I have zero experience, no portfolio, and absolutely no testimonials? It's a totally fair question. In fact, it's the biggest wall that stops people dead in their tracks.
And here is the answer. The $0 offer strategy is, well, it's simple. You offer to do your first job for cheap, or maybe even for free. Look, the goal right now isn't money. Not yet. The goal is to get proof, to get a testimonial, as fast as you possibly can.
In the pitch itself, it's so simple. You just say something like, hey, I'll edit your first video for free. If you absolutely love it, then we can talk about doing more together. See? It's a total no-brainer for the client, zero risk for them, and it's your fastest possible path to getting that social proof you need.
Okay, so this brings us to step 4, scaling up to $100 a day. This is where we take that first free gig, that first testimonial, and turn it into real, consistent income.
The progression here is just so logical. Once you have 1 or 2 of those testimonials, you stop working for free. Period. You start charging, even if it's just $10. Then the next client, 25, then 50. You just slowly, step by step, raise your prices as your proof and your confidence grows.
And please remember this, because it's so important. You don't need 100 clients to make this work. You just need 3. 3 good clients. That's it. 3 good clients can get you to that $100 a day goal. It's all about quality over quantity.
Okay, so you've built some income. This is awesome. But here's the part that nobody ever tells you. The next step is what separates people with a little side hustle from people who have real freedom. It's something most guides just leave out.
And that, my friends, is step 5, the transition to passive income. This is the end game. This is the whole point. This is where you finally stop trading your time for money.
Think about it. When you're trading time for money, your income is always capped, right? There are only 24 hours in a day. But when you build assets that earn money for you, your income becomes scalable. You go from working for money to having your money and your systems work for you. So how do you actually do this?
Well, if you got good at design, you could sell pre-made templates. If you were writing, you could package your knowledge into an ebook. If you're a video editor, maybe you sell packs of cool editing effects. You take the skill, you turn it into a product, and then you automate the delivery.
And I want you to hear me on this. This transition, it's not just some small upgrade. This is where real money starts. This is where true wealth begins. This is the ultimate goal.
Look, we've covered a ton of ground, but that last step, that's a whole universe in itself. So if you're actually serious about changing things, do yourself a favor and subscribe right now. Because in our very next explainer, we're going to do a deep, deep dive into exactly how to turn that new skill of yours into a passive income machine.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question. Now that you've seen the entire roadmap laid out, are you ready to stop waiting and finally start building? Because the path, it's right here in front of you.
What if you could actually build an online income right now without a single dollar to your name? No, that's not some trick question. It's a plan. And if you've been looking for your shot, this is it. Your starting line is right here. Look, I'm talking to you, the person watching this with $0 in the bank, who feels like they have no skills to sell and absolutely no experience to put on a resume. If that's you, then this is for you. I made this for you. You know, there's this huge lie that keeps people stuck forever. It's the idea that you need money to make money. And honestly, believing that is the #1 reason people stay broke. So today, we're going to smash that idea to pieces. So here's the deal. Here's my promise to you. By the end of this short explainer, you're going to have the exact step-by-step system to make your first $1,000 online. And the best part? We're starting from absolute rock bottom zero. All right, let's get right into it. The first client system. Step 1 is so simple you're going to think it's a trick. It's not. All you have to do is pick a simple skill. And let me be crystal clear, you do not need to be some world-class expert to get paid for this. So what kind of skills are we talking about? We're talking about things that businesses are literally desperate for right now. Basic graphic design for their social media posts. Simple video editing for all those reels and TikToks you see. Even just writing and proofreading their emails. These are not rocket science, but they are incredibly valuable. And check this out. You can get good enough at one of these to actually get a client in 3 to 7 days. Yeah, you heard me right. Days. Not weeks, not months. This whole plan is built on speed. Just pick one and go all in for the next few days. Okay, so you've got your skill. Now what? Step 2, you gotta find the clients. And the key here is to completely forget about websites, paid ads, all that junk. We are only using free platforms. So where are all these clients hiding? They're not. It's all happening right out in the open. They are posting jobs on freelance websites this very second. They're inside Facebook groups for entrepreneurs, literally asking, can someone help me with this? You just have to show up where they already are. Now pay attention, because this is so important. You do not build a website. You do not spend a single dime. Why would you build a tiny little dirt road when there's already a 6-lane superhighway packed with clients? You just go where the traffic already is. It's the ultimate shortcut. All right, I need you to lean in close for this one. Step 3 is the secret sauce. This is the thing that changes the entire game. I call it the $0 offer strategy, and it's how you slice through all the competition when you have no portfolio and no reputation. This right here, this is the step where almost everybody messes up. They learn a skill, they find the platforms, but then, crickets. No one will hire them because they have no proof. Well, this is the key that unlocks that door. The strategy is dead simple. You find someone who looks like a good client, and you offer to do one small project for them for free or for super cheap. Why? Because you remove all the risk for them. It becomes a no-brainer for them to say yes, and it gets your foot in the door when every other door is slammed in your face. And look how easy this is. You can literally just copy and paste this message. Hey, I'll edit your first short video for free. If you love it, we can talk about doing more. I mean, who in their right mind is going to say no to that? It is an absolutely irresistible offer. Boom! You did it. You landed that first client. You proved the system works. Now, how do we turn that one little win into a consistent, predictable income? This is where we scale up to making $100 a day. So you're not going to jump from free to a $1,000 project. That's not how it works. You build momentum. That first free or maybe $10 job, that's your proof. For the next client, you charge $25. The one after that, $50. You just keep leveling up your price as you build your confidence. And please, please burn this into your brain. You do not need 100 different clients. That is a nightmare. That is the fast track to burnout. All you need are 2 or 3 really good clients who give you regular work. It's so much smarter. Now, once you've got that consistent client money coming in, you unlock the next level. This is where it gets really exciting. We're talking about passive income. This is where you finally stop trading your time for money. Let's be real clear on the difference here. Active income is what we've been doing. You edit a video, you get paid. It's great, but you can only work so many hours in a day. Passive income is when you build a system that makes money for you, even when you're sleeping. So what does that actually look like? Well, if you're a graphic designer, you could start selling packs of social media templates. If you're a writer, you could turn your knowledge into a short ebook. You basically do the work one time and you create a product you can sell over and over and over again. Look, getting those first few clients is life-changing. It really is. It proves to yourself that you can do this. But building these passive income streams, that is where the real money starts. That's the difference between just making a living and actually building real freedom. So there it is, the whole system. From $0 in your pocket to consistent clients and even the path to passive income. The only question left is, what are you going to do now? If you are serious about changing your situation, if you really want this, then hit that subscribe button right now, because in the very next explainer, we're doing a deep dive into exactly how to build those passive income systems. You are not going to want to miss that. So I'll just leave you with this one question. The entire plan is sitting right in front of you. The path is clear. Are you ready to take that first step away from zero?